Hello, Squirrel Tribe. It's finally here. It's the day. Today is September 10th. It is 3 o'clock Central Standard Time where I am. And in less than 5 hours, we should have a debate, a presidential debate between current Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the Democrat appointee for the Democrat presidential ballot, whatever, and former President Donald Trump for the Republican side. The debate should happen. So far, Kamala hasn't claimed COVID, hasn't claimed anything else. It looks like it's still going on. It's supposed to happen I believe it's going on in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's Philly. I know it's Pennsylvania. I don't remember exactly which city yet. That's my fault for not remembering. But what's interesting is I was thinking about this morning, and I kept playing over the fact that I've looked at Kamala Harris's websites, like KamalaHarris.com, something basic as all get out, kind of like her, basic bitch, right? So I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking where she finally put up the issues. We talked about it here a couple days ago, where she finally put up her policy. And at the end of every little thing of her policy, she's got a little red box that says Trump's Project 2025, which is not Trump's, and whatever else. And it's ignorant and blatantly stupid at this point that the Democrats are still trying to push Project 2025 as a Donald Trump thing. But I remember reading through her policies and thinking to myself, why do all of these, the majority of these, seem so incredibly familiar? Y'all, it's because she stole them from Joe Biden's campaign. The woman still does not have policies of her own. Not only has she been stealing Donald Trump's policies, the no tax on tips being one of the main ones, and now, weirdly, she wants a border wall, although we know she doesn't, because her values haven't changed, and her values from day one have been open borders and let everybody and their mama, auntie, cousin, uncle, whatever, come into our country, right? What's crazy is she not only stole Donald Trump's, but she's also stolen Joe Biden's at this point. She has no policy of her own. Listen, the Harris campaign is only now belatedly realizing that this is a problem, not having any issues or policies located anywhere that you could find, right? On Sunday, they finally added an issues section to her website, which we talked about. It includes a slew of policies that the campaign has previously outlined, as well as sections on reproductive and civil rights. Unfortunately for Harris, its release was undermined by a simple but telling error. The page's source code revealed that parts of the platform were copied directly from Biden's campaign page. Directly. Highlight, click, copy, click, paste. Ta-da! Now I have policies. Yay! That's exactly how Kamala Harris put her issues page together on her website. Literally, click, copy, paste, whatever, call it done, and pretend that she has something that she wants to do for the American people. All Kamala Harris wants to do for the American people is destroy this country for actual Americans, for actual citizens of this country, for people who came here legally and went through the paperwork and the rigmarole to get here and do things the right way. She wants to screw it up for them as well and let everybody illegal come through. There's a lot to talk about here. Excuse me. But one of the things I want to show you real quick is what is happening right now, literally breaking news that's going on in Washington, D.C. itself, which is why I looked up exactly where the debate was, and I've already forgotten. Again, it's either Pittsburgh or Philly. I don't remember which one. It's in one of the two. I looked it up because what's going on right now in Washington, D.C. here, you guys can see this, is absolutely bonkers. So currently, numerous Metro law enforcement officers are responding to protest and a small riot forming at City Center in the heart of Washington, D.C., near the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Chinatown. Just weird to me that that's the location, but anyway, approximately 60 people are breaking into Gucci and other high-end stores. I've never understood why people do this. Anyway, additionally, several small to medium-sized fires have been set in the area. Don't want the robberies to get all the attention. Must set things on fire, obviously. And multiple assaults have been reported because the fires and the break-ins can't get all the attention. We got to go hurt somebody physically. Come on now. The exact reason for the unrest is unknown at this time, but it may be related to an earlier fatal officer-involved shooting in Southeast D.C. The situation is still developing. All I know is it feels like this country is going to hell in a handbasket real quick. Just no matter where you look, whether it's Springfield, Ohio, with the Haitians that are literally, there's videos of them cooking hairless cats over a burner gas stove in an apartment, whether it's in Aurora, Colorado, it's in Chicago, it's in New York, because in New York now, there's, I have it somewhere in here. I've got more information for you, but there's so much going on. Little Fires Everywhere. And I know that's a TV show. It was actually a really good TV show. But Little Fires Everywhere is exactly what the United States feels like right now. And I cannot imagine how it's going to be after tonight's debate, because what's going to happen tonight, I am fully expecting to happen tonight, is Kamala is going to, pardon my phrasing, but shit the bed. That's what's going to happen. There's no way she's going to go out there without notes, without an earpiece, and then be able to have any sort of logical, sensical debate with Donald Trump. Her and her campaign even said that they would like for her to go out there and pretend he's not even there and just talk. And I'm like, but that's not what a debate is. At that point, you're just talking to yourself. Like, I need you, if you don't even understand what a debate is, how do you expect to run a country? I mean, currently you're running it into the ground, but with help from Joe Biden, obviously. But once you're at the helm, like, how much further into the ground can you really run the country? And I feel like it's going to be a goal of hers to see just how far down into the shithole she can shove, the United States of America. But this is crazy to me. So this came out on CNN. CNN's Aaron Burnett, literally in shock about what Kamala Harris supported. And I'm gonna read you this one. This is what Aaron Burnett says. Taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries for detained illegal migrants. She actually said she supported that. Now, I'm going to let you hear this if I can get this thing to work, because y'all know how sometimes it does not work well. Let's pause. Look, these fake nails are really cute, but they're getting on my nerves now because I can't tap anything because I got to take them off later. They're annoying. Anyway, let me let you listen to this from Aaron Burnett on CNN so you can hear exactly what Kamala Harris said about what she would like to do for illegal immigrants.
So in 2019, in what K-File found, she said she would cut funding to ICE, writing, quote, "Our immigrant detention system is out of control, and I believe we must end the unfair incarceration of thousands of individuals, families, and children. I was one of the first senators after President Trump was elected to advocate for a decrease in funding to ICE."
And look where we are.
Of course, she's touting the Biden administration's executive order to crack down on the border. K-File's Andrew Kaczynski joins me now. Andrew, that's pretty incredible on its own when you're talking about what you found here on ICE. What else did you find?
Yeah, and this was a questionnaire that she filled out for the ACLU, and this questionnaire is really an interesting snapshot in time of that 2019 Democratic.
Now, I do want to just remind everybody, this is from 2019, that he's about to go through. But as Kamala Harris said during her interview with Dana Bash on CNN with her lapdog Tim Walz next to her, she stated numerous times that her values have not changed. So whatever she was for in 2019, guess what? She's still for it in 2024. And heaven forbid she gets into the White House for 2025. Her values have not changed. So keep that in mind as you listen to the rest of this. If I can hit play.
Primary. Kamala Harris was trying to get to the left of Bernie Sanders. She was trying to get to the left of Elizabeth Warren. And you really see that in a lot of these answers. And I want to walk our viewers through a little bit of what she said. Let's just take immigration and look at what she said here. She said on immigration, she made this open-ended pledge to end immigrant detention. She said she supported taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries for detained migrants. She also said she supported
taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries.
Aaron's like, excuse me?
She actually said she supported that.
She both wrote and answered in the affirmative when she was asked this. Oh. And she said she also supported it for federal prisoners. Now, she also pledged to slash immigration detention by 50%, close all family and private facilities, and decrease funding for ICE, and then the end ICE detainers with local law enforcement.
I mean, these are things that, you know, it would be hard to think that you would come up with taxpayer funding gender transitions for detained migrants.
Your money.
This, as you say, written and verbally.
Excuse me. Kamala Harris, again, could give two shits about you and I and about us being able to support our families with the money that we earn, and for, you know, the country being able to do things to keep the citizens well, and to keep the roads going, the waterways, the whatever, and Social Security going, and whatever else taxpayer money goes to, right? There are tons and numerous things it goes to. She is more interested in using it to give illegal immigrants gender transition surgery. Like, what the actual fuck is that? Like, are you serious? Here's the problem. Less than 1% of the entire country is trans, like actually trans, not just trying to jump on board because it's like the cool thing to do, you know, like painting your nails red or wearing pink lipstick or whatever else, right? It's like the cool thing to do now. So only 1% of people are actually trans, yet she wants to push it so that everybody wants to be trans. It's like this new thing. Jump on board. Don't worry. You don't want a penis anymore? Don't worry. The taxpayers will help you get a vagina. Why is this a thing? So not only do we have Kamala Harris saying that, I want you to see this because, oh, this is so good. Y'all know Willie Brown, Mr. Willie Brown, Kamala Harris's side piece, or she was his side piece, whatever. Miss Willie Brown, not a fan of Kamala Harris. This was just unearthed on ABC profile of San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown in 1995, and I would like for you to just take a look here, and it's going to be a little blurry, but just let me know if you recognize anybody. Just let me know if anybody, you know, jumps out at you. Hold on one second. Here we go.
He's a rogue, all right, notorious for his flamboyant lifestyle. Flashy clothes, fancy parties.
Wait for it.
Fine women.
What? They said, are you his daughter?
Cars.
They asked if she was his daughter. Wait for it. There's more. Oh, look at that. Look at that groupie right there. Look at that big smile from that groupie right there. Look at that. Kamala Harris over there doing Kamala Harris things. That's just hilarious to me. When the reporter goes, are you his daughter? Because there was a nice little age gap there. She's like, no. She couldn't exactly say, I'm his side chick. I'm his side piece, you know, to a reporter, because that's just not right. But either way, just very interesting thing that got uncovered here lately to do with Kamala Harris. Speaking of Kamala Harris and the amount of Haitians that she and Biden have flown into our country who are now killing people's animals in Ohio and raping 15-year-old girls and causing the death of 11-year-old boys when they are driving illegally because they don't have a driver's license and they make a bus crash and then it, you know, injures a lot of people. All these different things. This is a billboard that was put up in Arizona. And I'm Petty Patty, so I had to show you this. Eat less kittens, vote Republican. Instead of eat more chicken, you know, Chick-fil-A, whatever, but eat less kittens because the Haitians are eating the cats. You get it? You get it? Yeah, that's effing hilarious. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Speaking of PETA, you know, the animal rights activist page, animal sacrifices on the rise in Queens, with chickens and pigs being tortured in twisted rituals. Who's in Queens? Hold on. Who is in Queens? I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of Haitians are in Queens right now. I'm actually positive that Mayor Eric Adams actually referred to Queens and New York City as the Port-au-Prince of New York, and he's there for all of their Haitian brothers and sisters who are in the city who might need some sort of help. Please don't ever refer to any part of our country as Port-au-Prince, because if you remember, I showed you the video yesterday. It is literally filth-ridden, sewer, trash, absolutely everywhere. It is the most disgusting thing you will ever see in your life, and that's just how they live in Haiti. And again, not trying to be an asshole, but when you bring people who willingly live like that to our country where we do not live like that and expect them to suddenly change how they live, that's not going to happen. They're going to continue to live the way they lived, and instead of, you know, our cities being elevated, it is dragging our cities down into these third world country style looking things, and it's wreaking havoc on our you in the places where we have these large groups of people. Haitians in one place, Venezuelan gangs in another, you have Chinese illegal immigrants coming in, you have from numerous countries coming in, little pockets of people all throughout our country, and everywhere those little pockets happen to be, we're seeing economic issues, we're seeing school issues, we're seeing housing issues, we're seeing violence, we're seeing all kinds of issues where we have these pockets of this illegal immigration. And you would think that the people at the helm would be smart enough to realize that, oh, wait, we're kind of ruining our country with what we're doing here by letting all these illegal immigrants in. And when they don't realize that, or they do realize it and do nothing, then everybody else has to go, hey, wait, I feel like the Democrats at the helm are trying to deliberately destroy this country. What are they trying to do? What do they want it to be part of, like, I don't know, a one world order? What is going on here? So just FYI, that's what's going on here. I just wanted to point this out to you. I'm not going to play the audio, but here's a video. You guys see this right here? The little video on the right, that is the Dominican Republic. They have walls built up, and they have 24-hour surveillance between Dominican Republic and Haiti. It is the same island, and that shit is split right down the middle. And when you, well, not like right down the middle, there's obviously squiggle lines down the middle, but if you look at it, the side of Haiti is barren, disgusting wasteland. Not making things up here. You can look at it. And if you look at the Dominican Republic, literally trees and lush forests and everything else. Dominican Republic, people go to vacation. Haiti? Not so much, because Mr. Barbecue lives there. You know, the guy who likes to set people on fire and then eat them, because there's a lot of cannibalism in Haiti, along with the voodoo and the witchcraft and the animal sacrifice and everything else that is now being brought to the United States, because it's not like they're walking here. There's an ocean between us. They're being flown in, boated in maybe. But the Dominican Republic has a 12.8 foot high concrete border wall with Haiti. It has 70 watchtowers. They use drones and fiber optics for communication / movement sensors. Because of the Biden-Harris administration, our border is wide open to these savages, which is exactly the right phrasing here. Biden and Harris have an open border for them to come in, and they're bringing them in. Whereas the country that they are literally smushed up against, like, oh, hell no, we're putting up a wall. We're going to have towers. We're going to keep an eye on everything to make sure that lawlessness and that everything else does not get into our country. Hello, why are we, the United States of America, not doing the same, if not more, to keep our citizens safe, to keep our country safe? Kamla Harris, Joe Biden. That's why. And if we vote Democrat November 5th, please understand, we will never see borders ever again. There will never be a legal way to get in. It's all going to be a free for all. Anybody can come in, because they're already giving them all the money, the housing, the jobs, the right to vote, everything. This debate tonight is going to be huge, because if Donald Trump, he can't ask the questions, which is the stupidest part of the debate. It's already written out by ABC, and ABC's moderator is besties with Kamala, the one who introduced her and her husband to each other. So it's going to be already unfair advantage for Kamala, because you know she got all the stuff ahead of time, right? But Donald Trump gets the last word, and I hope to hell the last word is something to do with the fact that she is literally letting these people into our country to destroy our country, to remind the people watching the debate tonight what is at stake on November 5th. I have way more to bring you guys, but I also have to be inside this building in less than 60 seconds. So I love you immensely, Squirrel Tribe. Gonna watch the debate tonight. Gonna talk about it either later tonight or first thing in the morning, because we're gonna have a lot to say. So until then, be safe. I love you. Goodbye.